Why, hello there guys, and welcome back to Not Only Surviving But Thriving While Traveling in Thailand with me, your crazy kooky host. Yes, this Thailand's tipsiest tour guide, sharing with you today my top 10 travel apps for Thailand that I use every single day. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. The best apps are not only the ones that make life a little bit easier, but they're also the ones that help save you time and money. And let's be honest, it doesn't matter if you're living in Thailand or traveling in Thailand. Getting the most out of your time and getting a lot for your buck are incredibly important to everybody. So here, guys, are my top 10 travel apps that I use every single day here in Thailand. Oh, by the way, just in case you are wondering, the backdrop for today's video is a walking tour of the bars and restaurants of Railay Beach, which is down in Krabi province in southern Thailand. If you are fortunate enough to be down on Phuket, trust me, take a couple of days, hop over to Krabi, visit Ao Nang, Railay Beach. This is my favorite place in all of Thailand. Now, I know it might sound simple, and believe me, if you've ever met me in person, you will know just how simple I am. But in order to travel in Thailand, you have to get to Thailand first. And typically that means hopping on a plane, spending countless hours in the skies, a couple of layovers here, layovers there, just to get to Thailand. And for my air travel, guys, I am using Trip.com. I find Trip.com is the best site for booking airplane tickets anywhere. Hands down, I absolutely love it. Some of the things that I love about this is that you can translate it into any language. It has currency conversion right there in real time, which I think is fantastic. There's also all kinds of different flight options that you can go through. Typically, you can find dozens of different options for tickets every single day. Not only that, if you use it enough like I do, you become an elite status member, which gives you unbelievable perks. Every time I fly now, I get to take full advantage of all of the VIP lounges anywhere that I'm flying, which I think is such an incredible bonus, especially if you do have a long layover. Nothing like free booze and food, guys. I'm going to tell you something. It's fantastic. So Trip.com is my go-to for booking plane tickets to Thailand, but not only that, all throughout Asia. It is fantastic. I love this site, Trip.com. Become a member, start earning some Trip coins. It is fantastic. Now, most normal people after a long flight to Thailand, the first thing they want to do is head out to their hotel, drop off their bags, rest and unwind a little bit. Unlike me, I head directly to Nana Plaza and Margarita Storm for beers and tacos. However, if you're one of the normal people, there are tons of different public transportation options that you can use here. However, I find a lot of people when they first get to Thailand, they are incredibly intimidated by the public transportation and they automatically head out and get a taxi. That's actually one of the worst things that you can do, is just jump into a taxi here in Thailand. Trust me, they will take advantage of you like that. So here's what you want to do. You want to download one of these apps. Grab is a good one because you can not only get a taxi and hail a ride with it, but you can also order food, groceries, etc., etc. InDrive, if you're down in Phuket, is fantastic because you can order motorcycle taxis and it is crazy cheap. However, my go-to ride-hailing cab app is Bolt. I find Bolt fantastic, and I will say this much. I've had lots of Grab drivers try to take advantage of me. A lot of the times they show up with a luxury VIP van and say, oh no, sorry, but the economy car wasn't available, and they try to upcharge you. That, or they start complaining about, traffic is slow, they're not making any money, etc. I've never had that happen with Bolt. I think Bolt is the absolute best taxi app here in Thailand, and it works pretty much everywhere. They can't come into the airports for some strange reason, so you do have to meet them outside, but I think that Bolt is the best one. Anywhere you're going in Thailand and you need a taxi, definitely get the Bolt app. Now, if you're taking a taxi to your hotel, hopefully you have a hotel booked. And if you don't, Agoda. Agoda is definitely my favorite app for booking hotels here in Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, almost anywhere. I absolutely love Agoda. I find it Look, I know that Agoda and Booking.com are exactly the same thing, owned by the same company. However, I just find the customer service with Agoda is 10 times better. I've never had a problem booking through Agoda that Agoda was not able to solve for me. Now, there is one little caveat to Agoda that I do not like, but if you pay attention to it and you remember it, it will save you a lot of money in the long run. And that is this. A lot of the time when you see the Agoda deals and stuff, and believe me, some of the deals that you can get on Agoda are insane. What it is they're giving you a cash back, okay? So they'll show you one price and that's what you're paying for it. However, up front you're paying slightly more, and then after 60 days, Agoda is going to send you an email reminding you that you can then apply for your cash back, okay? And they'll give you back some money. Great example, I just booked a hotel room in Bangkok for 4 days. I'm coming next week, and it cost me about $60 and I paid $80 for that. However, I'm going to get $20 back in 60 days through this cashback thing, which again, I think is a fantastic deal. So my number one go-to app for booking hotel rooms is Agoda. So now that you're all rested, freshly showered in your beautiful hotel room that you booked on Agoda, you're going to want to get out and see the city. And if you're in Bangkok, this is one of the craziest apps, and I think it is fantastic. It's called Tuk Tuk Hop. One of the best ways to get around Bangkok are the tuk-tuks. However, these guys are ruthless. They will rip you off in a minute. There are so many different tuk-tuk scams here. I could dedicate a whole YouTube channel just to tuk-tuk scams. They will take you to these temples, they'll take you to these markets and stuff, and what you thought was a free tuk-tuk ride or something that was going to cost you like $3 or $4 ends up costing you 50, 60, even $100 to get out of the mess that you're into. So Tuk Tuk Hop is actually this thing where you can pay to access tuk-tuks all day. You pay one price for the day. They have different tours that you can go on. There's all kinds of different options. This, I think, is fantastic because, again, getting around Bangkok can be daunting for someone who is new here and not used to how things happen. And the tuk-tuks are, again, they are ruthless with how quick they are to scam you. So this app, I think it's fantastic. Tuk Tuk Hop, give it a shot. If you want to get around Bangkok fast, easy, and see everything and not be taken advantage of, this is the app for you. Now, if you're down in Phuket, we do not have tuk-tuks in the same sense that Bangkok has. We have song taos and these little mini bus things. They are crazy expensive. So if you're adventurous and you're willing to live on the wild side, InDrive. On InDrive, you can book motorbike taxis all over Phuket, especially in Patong. And it's like 20 baht. It's hilarious how cheap it is. 20 baht is about 60 cents, I think. So it is an incredible deal. It's just, you have to be adventurous because you're on the back of a bike, and most likely if you're coming home from a bar or something like that, there's a very good chance that your driver is going to be drunker than you are. However, if you guys get pulled over by the cops, he's not going to go to jail in a Thai prison like you will for drinking and driving, or pay a 5,000 or 6,000 baht fine for drinking and driving and be let to go home still drunk. Who knows? Anyways, InDrive, guys, fantastic for getting around, especially down on Phuket. Now, another great app for getting around Bangkok, and I really wish they had this down in Phuket, is MoveMe. MoveMe allows you to book tuk-tuks, and you don't have to book it for the whole day. You can just book one single ride, but it also gives you the option of being able to jump into a tuk-tuk with somebody else and share the costs, which I think is fantastic. You can also rent them by the hour, where they'll drive you all around for 1 hour for a flat rate. Typically, that is about 350 baht, which is around $10. I think that's a very good deal because a lot of these tuk-tuk drivers try to get that much just to take you down the street. So MoveMe is a fantastic way to get around Bangkok. I love this app. I would definitely download this before I even got to Thailand. MoveMe. Now, if you are a budget traveler here in Thailand, perhaps you're a backpacker or you're just a happy hobo like myself, and you're trying to get a lot for your butt while traveling all around the country, one of the best ways to do that is with One2Go. This app allows you to book trains, buses all over the entire country. It's simple, it's easy, and what I really like about it is you can actually use your credit card to pay for stuff, and you are not charged any type of exchange rate, etc., etc. It is fantastic. I love this app. It is so simple, it's easy to work with, and gives you so many different options. Again, you can book buses, taxis, planes, trains, anything you can possibly think of, you can book on One2Go. It is just fantastic. Now, you could spend a whole 2-week vacation here in Thailand doing nothing but everything that is free, such as temples and night markets, etc., etc. However, I will say this much. Thailand has some of the most incredible tourist attractions. The cabarets that they have, the ladyboy shows are hilarious. The water parks are incredible. This place has just some amazing attractions. And one of the best ways to see those and save yourself some money is by downloading Klook. Klook is an app where you can go on and you can book tickets in advance to almost every single attraction here in Thailand, and you are going to get an incredible discount. Not only that, what's really nice about it, again, is it's in your currency. You can set it to any currency you want, so you know exactly how much you're paying instead of trying to guess how much is 1,000 baht in euros, pounds, etc., etc. Klook, I think, is fantastic for saving money. Not only that, you don't have to hope that when you get there, there's tickets available for the show that you want to see. This app, guys, absolute no-brainer, Klook. So even though Thailand is one of the most affordable, budget-friendly tourist destinations in the world, a lot of people, when they get home and start looking at their bank statements, ask themselves, how the did I spend that much money on 50 baht krapow? And the thing is, guys, the currency here is in such large denominations, a lot of people don't understand it. They take their money, they hand over a few US dollars, and they get a lot of baht back, and they don't understand how much it's worth. So guys, one of the things you have to do is get yourself a simple currency conversion app. Any one of them will do. XE currency conversion is one of the best, I think, because a lot of people, again, they think that they're 2-week millionaires because they have all of this baht, and they have no idea what the value of it is. They don't know if they're getting a good deal or not. A lot of people end up paying way too much for goods and services here in Thailand simply because they don't understand how much this is. So really, get yourself a good currency conversion app. Well, I gotta be honest, I absolutely hate WhatsApp. The reason for that is where I lived back in Canada, we didn't really use WhatsApp at all, at least not until like the last couple of years. While I was living there, we didn't use it at all. And I still don't use it today. I have WhatsApp, but I really don't use it because I find that most of these scammers on Facebook always try to get my WhatsApp number. I'm not sure why that is, but it just, for me, it just seems sketchy all of the time. So I don't use WhatsApp even here in Thailand. What I use and what most people use here is Line. You definitely want to download this before you even come to Thailand, because if you're hoping to communicate with people, keep in touch with people, or even, keep in touch with the people at your hotel, this is typically what they're going to use is Line. Not only that, here's a pro tip for the guys, okay? So girls, you can just skim past this part, okay? Guys, please listen to me when I tell you this. Not only are there a lot of scammers on WhatsApp, you're going to find one or two here in Thailand. Believe it or not, I've talked about it in other videos. Yes, it's true. There's a good chance that your beautiful vacation girlfriend is going to be a scammer, and you do not want to give her your personal Facebook account, okay? Don't give them access to that, guys. I don't know what else to tell you on this one. Just, guys, trust me, download Line, use that to communicate with your vacation girlfriend. Don't give them access to your Facebook. Believe me, it's going to come back to bite you in the every time. It just Statistics, guys. Don't be a statistic. Download line. So there we go, guys. That was my top 10 travel apps here in Thailand. And if it wasn't 10, I apologize. I'm not quite sure. I wasn't paying that close attention. I've had way too many beers. Anyways, if you're coming to Thailand, guys, please come and have the best time you possibly can. And the simplest, easiest way to do that is, like I said, get some of these apps. They're going to make life so much easier. They're going to save you time. They're going to save you money. And they're just going to make your trip that much better. Till next time, guys, live your best life. If you're not living your best life, find out what you need to do today to get living it. Because again, in the end, you only have one. And anything less than the best, you know it. Till next time, cheers. Now, I do apologize because I'm going to make you guys work a little tiny bit. As you will notice, there's no links in the description below. The reason for that is I do not do affiliate links, guys. I don't want you to think I'm pushing something on you for my own financial gain. All of these apps are readily available through the Play Store, or if you have an iPhone, through the App Store itself. I am not going to push links on you guys because the last thing I want is you to have a bad experience with something and then think that I'm pushing it on you just to make a couple of bucks. That's not what's going on here, guys. I am not affiliated with any of these links, any of these services. The only money I make from this video is from the YouTube AdSense revenue. That is it. Listen, I've had great experiences with these websites. Other people, you know, they might not have the same experiences I have. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm pushing something on you just to make a quick buck, okay? So I do apologize. You're going to have to get the links yourselves from the Play Store or the App Store.